Hello, everybody. My name is Julianna. I'm your host for today's live, and today we're going to be doing an interview with Vogue Trends. Her name is lovely Janisha. Oh, let's see. Let's see if she's ready to come in. Just a moment, bear with us.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, beautiful.
I was looking like
So, how are you? How are you doing today?
good. How are you?
Good, thanks. So, would you mind telling everybody where did the name Vogue Trends come from?
Okay, so actually Cortez came up with the name Vogue Trends. So as
Oh,
like popular and fashionable, and then trends kind of mean like the latest fashions. So he wanted to like combine them together. So that's where he came with Vogue Trends, and he added like two Z's to kind of bring out like the African American culture because he wanted to be like culture ionic clothing. So
oh,
also in there. So that's where the two Z's came from.
that's really cool. I like that. I like the unique addition you added on to that.
Trying to make it like a little different. I was like, when I heard him say, it, I was like, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's different. I haven't seen that one yet.
What even made you want to start the clothing brand? You and Cortez.
Honestly, it was like one day in December. We were just like having a conversation. We go to the issue, so we always on the college campus. We like seeing different styles, different ways that people dress, like basically different inspirations like every day. So one day it was like I don't even know. I don't know where exactly like the conversation came from, but it was just like, how would you feel about starting a clothing business? I'm like, I always wanted to start my own business, and then from there we just started thinking about it, brainstorming, coming up with different ideas, like different clothing. We started like looking up how to make a website, how to. I was reading articles on how to run a business, things of that sort. Like we just started.
Yeah.
After that, we just started business.
Wow, that's great that you guys took the time to really put effort and research and everything.
Yeah, it kind of like was like how somebody like, hey, let's go eat, and we like where you want to eat, and then kind of that's kind of how I explained it. Like we just came somewhere, and then it was like, how do you feel about starting a business? Or he was talking about a business and a business plan, and I kind of got interested. Mind you, at this point, I didn't know nothing about business. I was just like a biology student trying to learn more about the medical field. So I'm saying this.
Wow. Wow. So I understand, of course, I was one of your models, but was modeling was Vogue Trends, was this your first fashion show at New York Fashion Week?
Yes, it was. It was an amazing experience. It was different. I would
Oh,
definitely.
okay. Tell me about your experience with the Fashion Week and everything.
At first, it was a hassle.
Oh.
The fashion show was in New York, so we're from like Delaware, so we had to drive from
Hmm.
and we went to Baltimore because we have like ambassadors and things and Cortez from Baltimore. So we had like ambassadors and people in Baltimore as our guests that was coming. So we drove to Baltimore. Then we had to come back to
Wow.
Delaware for something, and then we was on our way to the fashion show from Delaware to New York. We got in a car accident. What a deal! So then
Oh.
a little crazy. We had to go get a rental. Then when we got a rental, we started our way to New York. But New York is from Delaware at least 4 hours, so kind of pushed us back a few hours with the fashion.
Yeah.
I was just nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, I hope they don't cancel. I hope they don't take everything away. I hope we won't lose our spy. Like we're coming. I was trying to call it right. Hey, I'm coming. But yeah, that was different. It was like a good experience. We learned a lot. We met new people. Everybody was kind of like understanding. Like when we got in there, they wasn't like, "Oh, you guys are late." It was like, "Hey, what happened? Y'all are y'all okay?" Everybody just started like the models. They were just ready. Like as soon as we got,
Yeah.
they were like, "Oh, what do you want us to put on? How do you want my makeup? How do you want my hair?" And then
Yeah.
everybody was just going so fast, and they were just so helpful.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah, it was.
that was really amazing. Everybody was just, I was just like,
Yeah.
"Hey, this is how a fashion show works." Stylist, getting makeup done, like I was like sitting there like, wow, it's a little hectic right here, but everybody was just so happy and it's like a great energy there. Everybody's
Yeah.
you have to be excited because like everybody's excited. It's just good energy.
Yeah, it was definitely, I could feel the vibes backstage were magnificent. Everybody was nice to each other. Everybody was, helpful and everything. So, was this you would say a good experience for your first time?
Yes, it was a challenging experience at the beginning, but it turned out
Yeah.
experience. Like I was like, wow, like I would definitely do another fashion show. Not only was like all the staff, but the other brands, like the other businesses, they were just as nice. They were like,
Right.
I like your stuff. Follow us on Instagram. Let's follow each other, like networking, like connecting. Like, oh, where'd you get this from? What came up with this? Like, what inspired you? Like, they were inspired by other brands too. So I
Mm,
like that. Like, I actually love that. Everybody was like very nice, comfortable.
yeah. I I just I really did like a lot of brands there. But did everything go as you hoped? Did I know that some of the models were random.
So no. So yes, because fashion show was everything I expected and more. No,
Mhm.
because since we were like a little late with the car accident, things like our models and stuff, we didn't get all the same models. So
Yeah,
basically, what happened? They tell us like what models we pick our models beforehand. They tell us
right.
the size, the shoe size, and things of that sort. So when I got there, I noticed that some of the models wasn't the same. So they're kind of giving me people. So I was like, oh, they told me that this smell was gonna be a large. You're small. Okay, so let's move this around. So I had to move like around a lot of different outfits. Had
Mm-hmm.
different hairstyles for different people.
Yeah.
So makeup. So a lot of things was changing. So I was just, hey, you switch this with that. That goes with this. All right, you look nice. I work with what I got. And we went from
Yeah.
there. And all the new models that I did have, even though I didn't talk to them, like communicate with them beforehand, they just like understand everything I was saying. They got it done. Like it was no problem, no hesitation. It was just like, okay, that's what you want, done. Like no rebuttals. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember I was like asking a bunch of questions. I was like all over the place.
Models that still were there, they were like, is our trends ever coming? We like, yeah, we're coming, we're coming, we're
Yeah.
coming. So that was interesting too.
What audience would you say your brand markets towards?
I would say around 18 through like 30. Basically, a lot of our inspirations and trends come from like college students or like younger students. So definitely between like 18 to 25, I know for sure. But we kind of get adding new stuff to get our range up to like 30.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I know that a lot of my friends, when they saw the bodysuit that I was wearing, they really liked it, and I know that they're gonna definitely can't wait for your new fall collection.
Yeah, me either, me either, me either. So come in and
Yeah.
we be on the
I'm
lookout.
um where do you see your brand going in the next couple of years? Where would you like to see the future of your brand going?
I definitely want to get the West Coast. So like California, Arizona, I want to do more events there. I will
Mm-hmm.
want to have a storefront here in Delaware. Be working on the storefront on the West Coast, like California or North Carolina, South Carolina. Kind of moving the brand into different states. So beyond like
Yeah,
Delaware, Virginia, like beyond like the Delaware's not part of the DMV, but beyond the DMV in Delaware. So we're definitely gonna move like Las Vegas. I want to have the brand spread out. If I can get it internationally, that's the goal. The next years on how we set everything up and plan it. We're trying to get multiple states and not just be known like in Delaware or Baltimore.
right.
We want to reach out. So we kind of planning ambassadors in different places like Florida, Louisiana. We got to get ambassadors and people in a lot of different states now, so they can tell us like, hey, we're having an event down here. I promoted your brand. Come. We always like, all right, we're packing everything up right now. We'll be there. So
Um,
too. So I expect us to do like a lot of traveling and bring like some ambassadors too. It kind of gives everybody kind of like even our ambassadors kind of giving everybody like different places to go. So now
right.
traveling, we want other people to travel too. Like all we kind of like assemble ourselves as a family. So we want our family to travel, see the world, see any opportunities that they can. We have some people that do makeup, some people that do hair, some people that like make music. So we kind of want to spread them and support their businesses also while they support us.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds really like a really good plan. Um, did you, I know that you guys both designed Vogue Trends showcase, correct?
Mhm.
So, did you have a specific piece that you only worked on, or did you guys work on everything together?
Kind
Did
of
you have
worked.
like a favorite piece?
We kind of worked on everything together. I'm really like, oh, I like this color with this color, and he was like, okay, well, what would you wear? And I'm like, I wear a crop top. So I'm like, then we kind of put it together, and I showed him what I would wear, and I kind of came with the colors. He like kind of came with the designs and kind of worked. So I was like, that's great. I'm not good with the designs, but you're great. I'm hey, I like this. It could right here. He was good, and I want this color. He was just good. Like, okay, I can see what I can put there.
All right, I got you. It cut out for a second.
I was like, wait, everything going black.
Yeah, wow, so you guys really worked as a team on each individual piece. How long would you say it took you guys to develop, and did you guys handcraft each piece together?
We did handcrafting together, so we working on doing that. But
Oh,
I gave our design to somebody, and they kind of came up with it. They like a warehouse. They kind of came up with.
oh, okay.
They brought our vision to life.
Wow. Wow,
Yeah,
that's cool. How many hours did you guys spend on these designs together?
it kind of go from one thing. What I learned as a business, like when you own your own business, it's kind of like time flies by. So I can't tell you
Right.
exactly how, but just know it was a long time. Like on one, like it kind of like a creativity like bubble. So we'll just sit there and then we talk about for hours like different stuff that we want to do. So time
Hmm.
fly by. So I would just say hours. Like we just sit there and we talk about our business for hours. So I can't necessarily be like, oh, only 2 hours. It's like middle of the day, hey, how you feel about this? And we go on and talk about that for like the next 3 hours. So, kind of
Oh, snap. All right. Well, that's pretty much. You see me? Okay. I get spam callers sometimes, so I apologize.
yeah, everything
Um,
like
uh, so thank you so much for coming on to today's live with SoundPace. We usually do it with Saturday, but we've had some technical difficulties, so we just decided to do one today. So thank you so much for coming on today.
thank you for allowing us to be here on behalf of Up Trends. We appreciate everyone who's watching this live. We appreciate everyone who buys anything that supports us. Thank you to SoundPace and thank you for being the lovely host. I want to say for everybody that's in the BTT family that be watching this or watching this at home right now. Um, y'all, the reason why we kind of got here. Yeah, and our fall collection is coming soon. So November 13th. So everybody's on here. Check that out.
Ooh, November 13th. I can't wait.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm excited. Like,
Also, I wanted to mention that SoundPace has a YouTube channel, and we will be doing more lives on YouTube, and we'll also have previous lives on YouTube. So I will also be dropping the link for our YouTube channel as well as some other good details in the link. So, thank you so much for coming on today.
you're welcome.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Good night.